Yes, and everything else like that. A cult classic and everything else like that. I don't know if you can use the term classic, but we'll say cult. It's one of my favorite film
classic.
series.
You can use the word classic.
Okay, good. But Tremors. Now here's the thing. Dr. Brittley and I know this, being in the film industry. Every now and then you have a great movie idea and it goes to a studio and the studio attains it and does what they want to do, and they push out the people that were the original creators or the original production house that was doing it. And this story brings a little bit of heart to us because the actual team that created Tremors and the Stampede Entertainment, they actually attained the rights back from Universal. And now they also Meeks, it is my jam too, bro. And they now plan to expand on the franchise. As a discussion, a return to Perfection, which, if you don't know, Perfection is the town that they were in. But Stampede said it's a nod to the desert town which the Tremors are set, and one or two more outlandish ideas featuring the Graboids. That's right, damn it. Look, there was the original 1990s movie. There were 5 direct-to-video sequels. I've never seen the 2003 television show that actually had Kevin Bacon return.
So good.
And then Tremors, Shrieker Island, which was the last one that came out in 2020. I have seen all these. I remember it was somehow they were like, it was back in the days when it was on like a Voodoo. I think now it's Fandango or something. They had a couple of movies, and I was like, I didn't know they made a part 3 and 4 to this. And I started watching it. From that point on, I kept watching them. Michael Grossman is fantastic in these movies. It is a classic sense of just a Saturday afternoon. This would have been on Elvira's Mystery of the Dark film series.
I have to say, I want everyone to record the time here. Okay, yep. 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern time on April 25th, 2025. The 2003 Tremors TV show and So Good was used in the same sentence by Chet Maddox. Just want to put that on record. Those have never merged. Putting this on record does more detriment to you, my friend, because I take it that you haven't seen that movie.
No
TV show.
I'll just say this: It's not so good. I promise you, it's not so good. You got a Saturday afternoon. Put on some of the movies. Michael Grossman is fantastic. There's even a movie with Jamie Kennedy, which I was sat on a panel with him and Shaquille O'Neal. And actually, you know what? It gave me a better appreciation because he was a hell of a lot funnier than I thought he was. But the films are fantastic. They're just great. Like, sitting on. They're cult movies. They're C movies. They're trying to be B's or A's. They're just trying to entertain you. Michael Grossman is by far the best part of all of them.
Look, the only thing I think that's better than Tremors is probably the Langoliers. Okay, Langoliers.
Oh, jeez. Really? I was gonna go with the Tommy Knockers.
No, that's up there. But the Langoliers is epic as well. So if you haven't seen that, it's almost better than Tremors.
Well, here's the thing. Look, they're the ones that started. Tremors, the first movie. Whether you've seen it or not, most chances are you probably saw it. It was really interesting, really fun. It was something out of that we had zero expectation from, but it did fall into the cult status. Every now and then, a film like that or Highlander or some other film just goes beyond. And Meeks actually understands your joke too, Dr. Brentley, or actually Chet, which is actually hilarious too on that one. I actually have not seen that movie, Chet, so I'm gonna have to go back and I'm actually have to watch that now. Not just saying it.
Look, first of all, Richard is very happy looking down on us going like, oh yeah, I've got them to look at all these terrible movies.
Watch it in honor of my friend.
Listen, okay, if Richard was here, he would agree with me that
he would. And that's not something that you should cling to, okay?
What? So I'm going to say...
Oh, here we go.
If I walked into a theater and on one screen was the movie we're referencing, and then The Last Temptation of Toxic Avenger Part 3, I'm grabbing my Toxic Avenger popcorn bucket. That's how bad that was. So I don't understand where So Good was. Alexander Storm, you must have been drunk, or maybe your glasses were too dark at the time. Dr. Brantley, are you? I don't know. I'm not sure.
He might have had a contact high. I don't know what was going on.
That was not a good attempt at a Tremors franchise. The original 1990 cult classic, really good. But anything after the fact was not great. So
the second one wasn't terrible.
5 and 6? Did you see any of the ones after?
I didn't make it to 5 or 6.
So, like I said again, I think only myself and Mr. Maddox can speak on.
Okay, my hand only reaches so far in the DVD bin at Walmart to be able to get 5 or 6. Okay, Mr. Storm, it only
reach it a bit.
You didn't get the Tremor 6-pack. I mean, come on.
There's a 6-pack.
Yeah. Well, anyways, like I said again, great. It's nice that the owners did get it back. I'm sure that some of the films they probably wanted to do things with were restricted. It's going to be kind of cool to see what they come up with, because it is a franchise. It stayed around, and look, if they kept making movies, it was making money. So that's always the thing in Hollywood. They're not gonna do that next year's meet the Walmart bin. Everybody's seen the Walmart bin where they have Finding Hemu. It's like, and some grandmother brings the kids like, this is not Nemo. But looking forward to that. But on to the next one.